I was looking at it. I was like, please tell me it's photoshopped. Please tell me somebody just blew that ass up like a balloon and this is fake news. Because if it's not, this is why we need Omega Shenron.
Okay.
This is literally why we need the Shadow Dragons, because of shit like this.
Hey, you know what? It's wishes like this that they could be setting up for. So you know what? If it takes Bulma's fatty to fucking get there, then damn let that shit be on some Nicki Minaj shit, okay? Let that shit jiggle. I don't even care at this point, because listen, I don't want any of that shit in my Dragon Ball in the first place, okay? But if we gotta go through this route to get to this destination, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? Trifecta. Oh wait, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. Don't worry, we keep it all locked and loaded here. We're full power, out of control. Like we gotta stick to the name. So, what's going on, boys? How we doing today? It's a brand new episode 58. A lot to talk about, funny enough. But to say the least, we're all here. The Dragon Ball is your favorite and the greatest Dragon Ball podcast out there. You heard it here first. We're up on the rise. We're almost at that 250. Remember, 500, and we're gonna do this episode live, whenever that episode is. So, something to look forward to. Brother Ooch, how you doing today, sir?
We're doing good, you know. PR week, so you know we getting the real gains this week, you know.
Yes.
Hit a nice 365 for deadlift, you know, for one.
Whoa.
I surprised myself, to be honest. I didn't think I was gonna get that shit, but you know, it's looking like a good week right now. So you know, I'm grateful, you know. Pray to Jesus, you know. God. So you know, nice and healthy, you know. Hope everyone's doing the same, you know. So that's how I'm doing right now. I'm pretty good.
Damn. You know, the funny part is there's people in my Discord that think that I'm gonna hit this Broly body by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be you. They got the wrong Ooch. So
Broly body. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's cap.
That's like fucking bodybuilder body.
Yeah, that's OD body. Like, I'll be lucky if I can at least have like a nice Bruce Lee slim type John going on. But either way, Kai-san, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. It's been a nice relaxing day, so I'm chilling.
Solidation. That's good. So everything is good for everyone here at Full Power Podcast. Make sure you guys, as always, quick reminder, algorithm talk, all right? Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're hitting us up, fullpowerpod@gmail.com, with all your comments, concerns, and possible future episode topics, because, I mean, you all can hear us not rant, but just banter about whatever is going on in Dragon Ball, because we got the chapters, and now, you know, this movie is about to get, you know, dropped, which you can imagine at the time that this episode dropped, the movie will have already been released in Japan. So you can already tell what this episode is basically going to be about. We're going to be talking about our final thoughts. Our final fucking thoughts. And honestly, shit, man, I don't know. We're finally at this end point now where, like, this is it. This is really it. They've been literally dropping trailer after trailer. Well, commercial, I should say. TV commercial after TV commercial. There's like 5. And originally, I was under the impression, at least, that there was only going to be 3. Well, no. There's 5 now. And with each little 15-second trailer, they showed maybe a few different spots. And like Kai said last week, all I need is one new shot, and that's a whole video right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So this episode, outside of looking at comments from our previous episode, we're pretty much just gonna be, you know, like it's almost like the last call. Anything you guys wanna specifically kind of grind out and talk here and now for the people watching at home.
That's a Kai question.
Yeah, I knew this man was gonna dump that shit. I was like, he better not.
I should honestly, instead of doing that, I should literally just specify who I want to hear from first. Because
No, it's cool. No, it's
no,
cool.
because
I'm
I know
catching
this
Sunday.
bum
No,
is always gonna
it's
pass
cool.
it
It's
to
cool.
you.
It's cool. I got this. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I
Someday I'm gonna
can
hit
say
him.
some shit.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna hit you with that shit. You're not gonna see it coming. I'm gonna hit you with that shit. It's all good.
yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
My final thoughts. I mean, I'm really not excited to get spoiled to see what Cell's design is gonna be. That's pretty much like that's my problem right now, because it's gonna be everywhere.
Yup. Like,
There's no hiding.
there really isn't. I don't, I didn't even, I'm pretty sure I said this, where like on Twitter at least, you can filter words.
Yeah.
And, but honestly, there's no point. Because you can't filter images. I don't think you can do that. And if you can, well, I just don't know, right? But other than that, I've just come to I've come to accept that there is literally nothing I can do
Yeah.
to fucking avoid this shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I mean, if I had to pick, I would say sure to this one, because if it was the other way around for like Broly, for example, I'd be so mad, furious, because that was the one movie which thankfully there wasn't a whole lot that they could really have spoiled for us, because let's face it, like everybody knew what to expect. Like, oh, it's a Broly movie? Oh, he's fighting Goku and Vegeta. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then, the whole fusion thing, yeah, sure, like that was a nice surprise. No, the fuck it wasn't. They freaking, they you know how they spoiled it? They had Fusion Reborn in the motherfucking theaters months prior. That's how I knew.
Don't even use the word fusion in front of me right now. I'm so mad.
Perfect segue.
What's going on?
Because let me tell you, and honestly, I waited days, literal days, to talk to you two about this specifically. And Kai, I just want to be the first person to say, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Because, and you know what I'm about to say. You already know what I'm about to say. Look at my brother's face. Look at his fucking face. Dude, I am so sorry. For those that don't know, for those who are not on the full power wavelength right now, let me just spill the beans, okay? There's I think it was TV commercial 5, one of the more recent ones. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter which one, because what matters is something that we feared, and it looks like it's happening. And there's good evidence to support what we don't want to happen. And let's give you the rundown really quick.
Oh, what we don't want to happen.
Well, yes. So hear me out, Brennan. So at first, the timeline goes like this. We were wondering if this movie End of Z, right? There's the first thing. And it pretty much is. Okay, are the immortal children gonna stay immortal? No? All right, there's a ding, right? That's a good thing, right? They're aged, finally. Something we weren't expecting was the blue hair curveball, right? We were not fucking expecting that. That is just something that they just, it's just almost like Toriyama just loves to fuck with people, right? Neither here nor there. So like, okay, another random bullshit we're just gonna have to hold, right? I'm trying to be practical. I'm trying to be like, yo, what if Trunks just dyed his hair? You know what I'm saying? What if? And then I gave Kai a 1% sliver of hope. I said, dude, imagine if he fused, they fuse into Gotenks and he still has the purple, right? Even though we also admitted that if we did see Gotenks with blue, that would look fire. Okay, like let me admit, that shit would look fire. Even people when they did the fan art, that John was OD. It looked
that
OD.
shit was OD. Yeah. Seeing it like that, I was like, maybe.
Yeah, right. So then we fast forward a little bit more after this whole hair fucking debacle, and there's a leaked image that came out advertising, I think, like a folder, some like little piece of merchandise, right? And it was a picture of Piccolo, and it was a Gotenks. But the Gotenks, not only did he have that purple hair that we was talking about, we're like, oh, right? A slight sign of hope, right? Gotenks was fat.
Fat tanks.
Fat tanks, right? And that is when the first bit of worry emerged. Okay, a lot of worry. Okay, like yeah. It was something that I was very fearful for, and what was I scared about? I was scared that, oh my god, we're getting Gotenks for the first time as an adult since well, it didn't happen in GT. That's the thing. We got cucked twice. Fuck you, Goku. I will never forget that shit, okay? But the fear is, if we get, for the first time, adult Gotenks, it's not Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and he stays in this fat form, that's really fucked up. And now with this recent trailer, there's a little snippet with battle fatigued fat tanks, which would imply that we might not actually see him in the natural, chiseled, normalized Gotenks.
Nah, I don't think we will.
I don't know, bro.
I do.
They do this shit all the time, bro.
But it's different now.
Nah, this is different.
This
was
way
definitely
different.
This man's clothes were tattered, and by the end of it, they were already split.
Yep. See, the only okay, and this is me trying to salvage what could be. I swear to God, I hope it is. This is a trailer trickery. That T-Tizzle. Okay, I really hope it is, because the only saving grace that we have to see natural Gotenks is if they cut back and forth between areas. So like, we're under the presumption that this big final fight is literally gonna be Gohan, the kids, and Piccolo fighting Cell Max, which we'll talk about Cell Max too, obviously, right? And maybe Pan apparently is involved as well. Whether that's gonna be like a father-daughter thing with the Kamehameha, like, a nod at that. Because hey, let me tell you something. They've been doing so many callbacks for all these Gohan shots. Like, it's literally like, that's the one thing that they better not show, because I'm sure it's gonna happen. They've been literally doing all these callbacks, like shot for shot. It's Gohan from the Cell Saga, like shot for shot, right? Dude, the saving grace is only if during this fight they will go back and forth to seeing Broly, Vegeta, and Goku and their fight, in their training. Like, I don't know if that would even make sense, because at that point in the movie, we're like almost at the climax, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're at the end. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they're trying to, like, I don't know, like, match it like with like a, like some sort of like climactic, like they match the climactic finishes or like the moments. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, because this movie is way too Gohan and Piccolo centric. Like, the only reason, and let's face it, the only reason why we're even seeing Goku, Vegeta, and Broly are because they're way too popular to not have in a fucking film. That shit is obvious. But there needs to be some sort of like separation moment to justify even a 30-minute time skip within the fight. For them to like, or they get fucking hit so bad they get knocked out of it and then they do it again. That's the saving grace. Because if they go a whole film, even though I know it's Gohan and Piccolo, but they go a whole film and they're gonna do adult Gotenks for the first time, and they're not gonna be this adult version that we've all been dreaming of since we were young, bro. That is gonna be a humongous disappointment.
I mean, I feel like the trailer's kind of trolling. Even like that's how I'ma say it. I just feel like it's like a troll to kind of just get those conversations coming up type of shit. But I mean, you are right. It would be like a big flop on their part if they don't give us that natural Gotenks. That's how I see it.
I don't think they're trolling. I don't think the trailer's trolling. I think the movie's trolling. I think the whole fucking movie is trolling. That's the problem here. And you know what else is the fucking problem? Is what made me realize that there is zero chance for real adult Gotenks in this movie is when I was watching Uchi's reaction to and like breakdown of that trailer, and he said something that just resonated so hard with me. I just got so upset immediately. He said, I bet they're gonna, or he said something like, I bet you they're saving adult Gotenks for when the anime comes back. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, you better not save nothing.
Yelling at me like, through my video.
You said, yeah, I really was though. I was so sick because you said that, and I was like, yo, that sounds like some bullshit that they would totally do.
Yeah, I mean,
it sounded too logical. So you said that, and I was like, man, it's over.
Yeah,
because you're right.
I hate it. You know, like,
yeah,
I hate having enough of a logical sense for this type of stuff to just formulate these like conclusions or just speculation, really, because all companies got patterns, and at the end of the day, it's like the way they're thinking about it is like, okay, like how could we really maximize an audience and profits and all that comes with it, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously right now the obvious focus is this is Gohan and Piccolo, right? They're gonna get this time and shine and all this, right?
Dude.
And that's great. This is something that loads of fans have been waiting to see happen, but the idea of featuring another character, not to say that this is going to be focused on them, because clearly it's not, but they are having some sort of involvement, and then for them to literally do said thing that a lot of people have been anticipating, waiting for, and they do, and the first time is a flub, that's fucked.
I bet you they would argue that it's not the first time because they gave us Gogeta.
Right, and I was just about to say that even with Gogeta, the first time we saw him was fat, but it's different because when they advertised him, did we see fat Gogeta? No. That shit was literally a comedy insertion. And we knew that they were like, it was something that we could calmly laugh at and enjoy the humor because we knew that's not what the fucking final product was about to be. They thankfully, and this is why I said what I said before with the whole like scene changing, is because guess what was happening for that hour? Broly was fucking Frieza up, son. Like, Mans was literally getting tossed, Hulk style. And they had the time to like wait around or do whatever. And I'm pretty sure I said this in the same video that you're referencing. I was like, they don't have a technique that we know of yet to just defuse. But I'm sure that could be something that gets introduced.
Nah, the way Dragon Ball treats defusion is just gonna be like they literally just got hit so hard they just literally got smashed out of it. That's how Dragon Ball defuses. Right.
And yo, I wouldn't be mad. Like, listen, if they look respectfully, if they fuck up the fusion, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because Goten and Trunks, we don't know what the hell they've been doing for this whole time skip, whatever, right? And they're out of practice. It happens. It's not like they're doing fusion every fucking day to get the fucking fingers to line up perfectly. And
they're not used to their newfound heights.
yeah. They're not used to the newfound heights, right? And hey, just like their dads, they didn't nail it on the first try either. So it's just like kind of like a trope at this point. You know, it's like, dude, the only fusion that doesn't fuck up on the first try is Patara. Like, really, that's it. Because you can't. How do you fuck that up? You know what I'm saying?
Just
you have the earring
in between them, like. I always thought about that. Like, what if you just like threw some shit there? You know what I mean? Like,
yo, they would probably just die because like they would just fuck up the whole formula. But you know, like that is the only thing that I will ever give Vegito and Kefla, I guess, too, because they're the only two people that we've seen, well, outside of the gods, right? But like the only two like Saiyan pairings that we've seen use the Patara. Soon as that shit is guaranteed. You ain't gotta worry about it, right? It's like the easiest way to do it. But I mean, yeah, like if they fuck up the first time, okay. But then the next thing I'm gonna be looking out for is I hope Cell knocks their shit. Like not even 3 minutes into their fight.
He's gonna max them.
He maxes them, whatever. Freaking, he maxes the shit out these kids, and he knocks them so hard, Trunks' hair turns back to fucking purple. Okay, like that shit would be hilarious, and I'd be like, oh.
Just let him fuse into Veku's son, that fat tanks, and then as soon as he literally rolls up, Cell just tail whips him like, get your Krispy Kreme looking ass out of here. Just boom, defuse.
Yeah, someone in the comments said they should name him Trunton, which actually it makes me think.
That is one of them.
Did they have a name for the fat Gotenks? I don't remember.
It was one of those. I don't think they ever like made it official or anything like that, but I know that Trunton was one of the like pseudo fusion names.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, man. That is one of the things.
You saw that they were literally like you said, like this movie's full of callbacks, right? And you saw that they literally did that with Veku and Fat Tanks, with like his clothes being ripped, like his pants being ripped, like he got shot in the ass or something.
I actually didn't see those. No, I didn't see those.
Yeah, they literally, like, if you look at whatever happened to Veku in the Fusion Reborn, I'll bet you they're gonna frame by frame it and do it with Fat Tanks.
Yeah, man, this shit is crazy. Things we have to worry about for this movie, which,
you know what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say was like, we did not have this problem with Broly. That's all I'm saying. We did not have this problem with that movie.
That was a real film. This is a meme.
Those are real fucking trailers too.
Right. This is a fucking joke.
Not this 4 or 5 part series of trailers. Dog
this ain't
shit.
it.
Dog.
This ain't it. I was gonna say, you know what else I'm not hype about, and I know you're not hype about it either.
Lay it down.
We're gonna have to graze over this topic rather quick, because this isn't some shit that we linger on, but this bitch really wished for the fatty.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was gonna bring it up too.
I saw that and I was like, I was looking at it, I was like, please tell me it's photoshopped. Please tell me somebody just blew that ass up like a balloon and this is fake news. Because if it's not, this is why we need Omega Shenron.
Okay.
This is literally why we need the Shadow Dragons, because of shit like this.
Hey, you know what? It's wishes like this that they could be setting up for. So you know what? If it takes Bulma's fatty to fucking get there, then damn let that shit be on some Nicki Minaj shit, okay? Let that shit jiggle. I don't even care at this point, because listen, I don't want any of that shit in my Dragon Ball in the first place, okay? But if we gotta go through this route to get to this destination, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the only way I'll accept it, is if we do get to that destination. I gotta admit though, the funniest caption I saw with that fat picture though, someone said, "Hey, more for Vegeta to destroy," and I
saw that
lost
too.
it. Yeah, I lost it.
I laughed. For those that don't know what we're talking about, okay, there's also a shot for a second, of course, in one of these fucking TV commercials. I'm pretty sure that Bulma, for a split second, is like bending over, and her butt sticking out, right? And it's just like, really? Like, people are gonna go see this movie regardless, but really? Like, why are you fueling all of these fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
you know how the internet is. You know how people are, especially in the Dragon Ball. Listen, bro, I've seen a lot of weird shit that I was not expecting to see. People sharing, and a lot of artwork. Okay, not gonna get into it, but I'm sure some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And so, based off of that, people have come up with this conclusion that there's gonna be 2 wishes made during this movie. And one of those wishes is Bulma wishing for a fat ass. And I cannot make this up. So hold on really quick before I go any further. Brand, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a wasted wish.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, this bitch is one of the richest in the whole world. She could have got the best plastic surgeon out of nowhere. She really wasted Shenron's ability on this?
Capsule Corporation.
Right.
Dude, she probably could have easily made some sort of capsule, a literal pill, taken it, and right? Imagine, you know how how do we have technology to make houses, actual houses?
Out of a capsule.
Bro, they time travel.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. They time travel, and yet they're gonna waste actual resources we could use this shit for something actual, practical, and she's gonna man.
Like to fuel the shadow dragons. Thank you.
Yes, and and that's what I'm saying. I'm only okay with this if that's what this is setting up towards.
Right. I completely agree.
Yeah. And that's the only light at the end of this tunnel right now, okay? Because I'm sure a lot of fucking, thirsty motherfuckers out there, they're gonna literally be like, oh yeah, let me see that ass, freaking, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit you would expect to see, like, in fan art. But no, this is real.
That's what I don't get though. Like, I understand that, the internet will be the internet and that's how people are going to act on there. But at the same time, it's like, come on, like, it's Dragon Ball. It's never been about none of that. It's never been anything like that, even in the slightest way. Like, it's never been sexual like that. So I don't understand why these people have to take it that far. But I mean, hey, the creators are fueling the fire, as you said. So that shit don't help. But it's like, it's not even real, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's art. So, like, what do you, like, oh, damn, girl, your polygon's looking nice. Like, shut the fuck up.
Polygon. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like, don't even get me wrong. Like, look at me. I'm Hispanic as fuck. Of course I love me a nice fatty. But not here. Okay, this is fucking Dragon Ball.
Right.
I'm trying to see the real shit. I'm trying to get some fights, some story, some character development, some real work. Okay? Let all that shit be for something else or somewhere else. All right? But I also want to bring this point up. This makes perfect sense for her character. And I almost forgot about this. And it's crazy because I literally just watched this on actual Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball, just the other day. Bulma has always been like this. She was trying to find the Dragon Balls to begin with to get a fucking boyfriend. Dude, and you know what I just realized? Bulma low-key on her thought shit. And that's crazy. I just realized, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But whatever at this rate, Again, if this sets up this fucking the Black Stars, you know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci. I'll be chill about it.
Minus Kid Goku.
Minus a lot of things.
Correct.
Minus a lot of things, man.
Yeah, minus a lot of things.
Yes, absolutely. Like,
but yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. because I was really gonna bring that shit up because I feel like I didn't bring it up before, but this was a necessary conversation to have because again, this is the final stretch. This is the week
that's why I
of the
wanted to
movie.
bring it up because I was like, fuck it, this is our last chance to get it out there before it's too late.
Right. The other wish though, right?
The other
Segue.
wish is also unacceptable and fucking stupid.
Oh, so you did hear about it?
Oh yes, it's
All right.
completely no. I don't approve of it in any way. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about it too. Not gonna lie. I'm sure this one doesn't know either, which is perfect because we get to see the prime reaction. Okay. So Brandon, you know how Piccolo is you know how he's getting his own ultimate form, right?
I've heard, kind of.
That's the second wish.
Really?
They wished for him to be that strong. It's not natural.
So was it during or kind of before?
Like it's gonna happen at some point during the movie, but like to know that they had to wish for Piccolo to just be at that level, and it wasn't like anything that he himself naturally trained for. Like that's almost like that's like a stretch equivalent to like people that do steroids and like you know they basically cheat the system. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, like, well, that's why I'm saying it's a stretch. It's a stretch comparison because even with steroids, you still have to like work out and stuff. Like it just.
I was gonna say you'd have to wish to be the steroid.
Yeah, right. But like that really changes my perspective, and it changes my like my overall thoughts going forward for Piccolo's character because I know Piccolo's gonna still be the same, you know, guy that he is to everybody, but like that's lame. Like this is almost on the same level as the Blutz waves in GT for Vegeta going Super Saiyan 4. You know what I'm saying? Like I am not one of those fans that is going to just simply accept somebody being handed something. Like, and honestly, there is no good reason. There is no reason. It's unacceptable. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell you as a kid, okay, and we're all adults now, right? But even as a kid watching GT, and I saw this wife come out the corner and say, I made a whole machine for you, husband. Now you can match up with Goku and fight the battle alongside him.
So she can make a whole machine to emit the moon's shit so that someone can achieve the next level of Super Saiyan, but she can't fix herself.
Dragon Ball, bro. Dragon Ball. Welcome to Dragon Ball. How can I help you?
My bad. Sorry, I forgot where we at.
Yeah, right. Hit you with the fucking actually.
Right.
Okay. It's the same shit. Like as a kid, bro, when I watched that, my hype like died. Like I was like, and you know that's like if you can manage to burst a kid's bubble when it's like it's all excitement, you know, you look forward to the fights, the power-ups, the moves, all that shit, and the next thing you know, you give a kid a reason to literally just be like, what? You done fucked up. Point blank. And when I saw Vegeta just literally cheat his way to go Super Saiyan 4, I was just like, I mean, this is cool to see him in that form, but you know, part of the other reason why a lot of people love Dragon Ball is because we're all watching these, of course, select characters go through shit, train, fight, struggle, lose, come back from that shit way stronger. Like there's come-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, dude, fuck a come up. Just wish for it.
Yo, and that's whack. That is so whack, bro. And that's a shame because, like, I know there's Piccolo heads out there that are so excited to see this movie, to see their characters shine. But I wonder how they feel now knowing And if they don't know, sorry, now you know. But you're going to see this movie and you're going to see it for your own eyes. You're going to see the dude that trained up your favorite, Gohan. Train this dude from scratch. And then also train the other kids. My man is the trainer. He is that guy. He helped Goten and Trunks. He helped Gohan. He's about to help Pan. Like, he's the generational fucking master for all these kids. Like, he gets their shit right. He puts them in track. And he's just gonna fucking wish for Ultimate Piccolo form or whatever the hell they're gonna call that shit.
And he's still gonna get washed using it.
And if and when that happens, dude, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck.
Show us that Shenron's power ain't shit for the Namekians. You know, the ones who made the Dragon Balls.
You know, you would think that these Namekians, they would be a lot fucking stronger. But,
right.
You know. I mean, to this moment, we can obviously say that Piccolo is definitely the strongest Namekian ever, I guess. Right? But he's going to be that, and then it's still not going to be enough. Like, what is that? That is sad. And that's unfortunate, and that's upsetting. Because obviously I want the best. I want to see the best of the best. And you know, like take for example, this goes hand in hand with Vegeta. Funny enough, they're voiced by the same dude, at least in the English version, right? Look at Vegeta's struggle. Look at his come up. Look at all his come ups. The one time that, well, 2 times, right? GT we already talked about, but the other time power was like handed to him in some way was when he went Majin, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, what happened? This dude clawed, probably bled, probably sweat a whole fucking lot, and literally found his own way to do the shit that Goku had a kumbaya session for. Vegeta did that on his own. And then he surprised us and went blue. That is fire. That is the shit that when you see that for the first time and you realize, wow, he did that on his own. That is what makes a moment memorable and special. And you'll never forget that shit. That same example, when I took this one to see Resurrection F, and this was my second time seeing it, right, at this time. So I already knew. I was like, yo, this kid's gonna freak out when he sees Vegeta go Super Saiyan Blue. I just know it. And I didn't say shit, right? So we're watching this movie, and then I'll never forget this. He's sitting next to me, of course, and he's like, yo, it would be sick if he goes Super Saiyan Blue. And I was like, oh. And then he starts powering up, and this, Brand's and he was like, oh my God, he really. And it was hype. And there was no like, oh yeah, we hacked it. We cheated. We wished it. There was none of that shit. That is what makes those moments freaking special. This, knowing that they're wishing for this shit to happen for him, it's not special. All that just went out the window. Now it's really just about Gohan, really, because I know this movie is primarily for the 2 of them, but like, come on, let's face it. This is now a Gohan movie. This is really just focused in on him finding that purpose to even get to that level again. And notice how I didn't say redeemed, because he's not being fucking redeemed. I'll remind everybody again, because you know there's still people in the comments that are still saying that shit, and I keep fucking telling y'all it's not a redemption.
Oh, this is a redemption for him. 100%.
It's not a redemption. It's a resurgence. He's finding his it's a repurpose. He's literally finding, he has a reason now. These are the only words you can use. Okay? We talk about this literally At least every episode at this point.
That's a redemption, for sure. Because he has failed every fight besides Cell. Pretty much.
So also, speaking of failed, right? I guess this is a great transition too. Funny how this works. Every single episode. I don't know how. It's not planned. I promise you guys, this is full power out of control, right? It is believed. So, okay, I should say it like this first. If Cell Max actually comes out this fucking chamber with like some crazy abilities that intertwine some of the Majin stuff that we were talking about last week for a little bit, which I will also just go on record to agree with Kai in saying that I personally would like to just see that reserved for when they really do push Majin 21, right?
Because that's all she has going for her.
Exactly, right. So, but I guess if you want to like still do it, the excuse could be, well, they're going to kill Cell anyway and he's not going to exist after this point. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a one and done situation. Might as well, just do it just to do it, right? So in that... Well, go ahead.
That's another thing too. Like, man, they're gonna. That's why I didn't want Cell here in the first place, is because I know he's gonna be a one and done. They're gonna fuck up his whole character, his whole everything, just to bring out the last bit of nostalgia from the big three from the old days. And like that's upsetting in its own right. The Bulma thing's upsetting in its own right. The Piccolo thing's upsetting in its own right. And it's like, man, fuck. Like the Gotenks is upsetting in its own right. Like I'm just getting heated out here. I'm really just getting heated because like the whole Piccolo thing, wishing, that's some bullshit. That's cap. And he's gonna get washed. He's gonna get washed by Gamma 1 and 2. I think I sent you that picture and told you, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's him getting washed right there in the trailer. Like when he was getting shot by those. No. Piccolo.
Oh, okay.
When he was like getting destroyed.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, with the
we all knew fucking Cell was probably gonna get eliminated in this movie.
Right.
I didn't really picture him staying like Frieza, essentially, like into the.
That's why he shouldn't be brought back in the first place. If he's not here to stay, they should have left him. They should have left him dead. They really should have just left him alone. And
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he really has like another purpose besides, I guess, this movie to give Gohan his boost.
What of a boost is it really? Because like they're gonna push, because since Goku and Vegeta are nowhere to be found, they know. And when I say they, I'm talking about like the writers. Okay, like they know that everyone's gonna be looking at this like, oh well, Goku and Vegeta could flick these niggas in their god forms. It's not even a question. So in the movie, I'm sure there's going to be at least one line of how they are close to rivaling, powers that they've seen from other gods and shit, just to say it, literally just to say it and get everybody like, oh, well, that means that they were fighting close to Super Saiyan Blue and close to this. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, they're not. All they're doing is retconning shit. They're hitting us with the actually. Yeah, like, you can't power scale in Dragon Ball because it's too much nonsense.
I'm never the first one to ever try to make comparisons like that. Like, and
right.
it's very, I'm not gonna lie, it's low-key very annoying that people will always be so quick to try to draw comparisons like on a power scaling level.
Yes.
Like oh,
every time.
It's every time. Like, this character is as strong as this form or this or that. And I'm just like, these people don't realize at the same time, they're just confusing probably not only themselves, but a lot of people at once. Because when you're so narrow-minded in that respect, like, you're not going to take any kind of other practicalities into the equation. Like, when people were trying to, like, draw all these conclusions for, like, the Broly situation, like, I'm like, bro, if you're gonna try to power scale, Mans was handling Blue in base form, like in his Ozaru shit or whatever, This was prior to him going Super Saiyan. Like, he was fine, and then Frieza did the experiment and fucked them up. He fucked them up for them even worse. So, I was gonna say, as far as Cell is concerned, like, I mean, you already know. Like, I've been calling this since last year. I was like, they're gonna bring him back for, you know, the nostalgia reason. And, you know, I don't even, you know, it's another thing where I don't know if they're necessarily doing it so that people can stop talking shit about Gohan. I don't think that's the reason. I really just think that they're just trying to be done with the nostalgia, so that way it can progress with brand new source material going forward.
I think that's clearly not true, because if it was, there was no reason to put Broly out of order.
What do you mean out of order? What do you mean?
Because if they wanted to get the nostalgia out of the way,
oh,
this movie should have came first, and then they can go on with all the non-canon movies and other people they feel like bringing in. But no, they brought Broly in first. And you know why? Because he makes green.
But that's why they did him first.
That's exactly why. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that's why, like, if they really wanted to get shit out of the way, they should have done this first. This should have been on the table a long time ago.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. Okay, the reason why I know that they didn't go with Cell right after fucking Frieza is because then it would have just been way too predictable at that point. Because then that's when it's just like, okay, like, they're like, it would be more obvious that they are clearly just trying to pick from the past. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it wouldn't be obvious until they released the fact that it was Cell. And then people will be like, "Oh, I see what you're trying to do here." But guess what? Now that we know it's Cell, people are literally coming to that same conclusion. It's no matter when it happened, it's people came to the same exact conclusion at the same moment when they found out that it was going to be Cell.
Yeah, but I mean, it literally just goes to show you how popular of a character Broly was overall, right? It also goes to show you how popular of a character Frieza is, because they did him first. They did him multiple times.
For what purpose, too? Like, every single time they bring Frieza back, they bring him back for, like, a frame and then hide him for 30 episodes. and then that's it. Like, this man's literally, like, we play I Spy with Frieza out here.
Listen, man. All I'm going to say is that money talks. That's one, right? And two, they know who people like. And Frieza being, like, the first humongous deal, right? It wasn't Vegeta, it wasn't Nappa, it wasn't Raditz, it wasn't the fucking Ginyu Force, it was Frieza. Frieza was the guy that motherfuckers was worrying about. He was running the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? He was that dude. He's Lord Frieza. That's how motherfuckers know him as. So clearly there's gonna be some, like, you know, I don't know if you want to call it sentimental value, but, like, you know, Frieza's just different. You know what I'm saying? And they brought him back for the movie. Smart decision. And then they went a step ahead and they're like, you know, we're going to bring him back for the Tournament of Power 2. Because even though Majin Buu never kind of left the show. You know, they defeated Kid Buu.
Yo, that was one of the craziest actuallys ever. Like, they even drew Majin Buu in the trailer for the tournament and then said, nope, yeet.
Yo, you remember when they even showed us chiseled Buu? Like, Buu after training?
For, like, a minute.
And I was ready to see that. And then he went right back
to being fat.
Yo. But see, even with something like that, like, they were about to give us something that we didn't expect, but then they actually does. They're like, you know, actually, we're going to give you something that you're not going to expect even more. By giving us Frieza again.
Dude, the whole thing with Frieza and the TOP, like, that whole fight at the end, that was some of the craziest shit Dragon Ball's put out.
And you have to admit, like, sometimes
they just hit.
Exactly. Because, yo, think of it this way. Would that moment have been as impactful with Majin Buu? Absolutely not.
With anyone else? No. Not even with Vegeta. Sorry.
Nope.
Not even with Vegeta.
Nope. Nobody. Not even his own sons.
Nope. No one.
It is literally the fact that it is the guy that he defeated way back then, who he despises.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the
Like,
pure hatred for each other that made it so beautiful.
oh, that's the shit that people were like. There was, like you said, there's literally nobody else that they could have done that, and that shot is ingrained in my head. The fucking
For
back to
life.
back, fucking, that shit was fire. Just thinking back on that shit, free Goku and freaking Frieza teaming up. Never in a million years would anybody expect that shit to happen.
And you saw where all of Universe 7 was watching Frieza take the dive, where he literally tried to like bear hug the shit out of Jiren and just take him out with him. They were like, wait, is Frieza really trying to kamikaze this man out the tournament?
That shit was fucking
Like, they
beautiful.
did not think he was willing to take the L for the team, but he was.
Man, I'm sick of people shitting on Super, man. Like, just think about that moment.
Oh my God.
See, people that are quick to shit on Super, they have short-term memory. They
Facts.
have fucking short-term memory.
No. You know what it is? And I definitely like to bring this up because this is just an anime thing in general, and this is something I've noticed with a generational thing. I think this is something that's happening in a lot of younger people, and it's only going to get worse. Obviously, niggas got the attention spans of squirrels or less these days.
Uh-huh.
But I've come to notice that when people watch, animes or stuff like that, and we're just gonna keep it anime because that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But when people watch shit, they don't pay attention
No.
these days. And like, I'm not talking about like, oh, like they don't understand, they couldn't comprehend something. No. I'm not talking about big brain shit. Okay, I'm talking about like when you put on an episode, did you watch the episode or were you on your phone for like half of it and
On Twitter.
it's subbed and you're missing all the subtitles and you don't speak Japanese, so you have no idea what the fuck's going on? You're like, oh yeah, I saw that show, it was pretty good, and then I hit you with like one question, you have no idea what I'm talking about, you start shitting on it. There are so many people that say that they watched some shit and weren't paying attention for like 70% or more of the episode. And that shit's doubled if it wasn't even in English, because now they can't even just like listen to it and background that shit.
Right. Like, see, that's the difference.
And then we get some head ass comments because they're like, oh yeah, this could be this. And it's like, your uneducated opinions are showing and you have no idea. Like, there's so many people out there that just like say some head ass shit because they weren't paying attention to anything, and they're just like they speak before they think.
That applies to a lot.
It does. But I wanted to keep it to animes.
Well, I'm keeping it to animes too, because I showed you earlier. I had somebody comment on literally one of my videos about the fucking release date of this movie. And they were really so head ass that they wrote a whole comment saying that I was wrong. They laughed about it. And then they commented under themselves, correcting themselves. Saying like, oh, actually, you're right. My bad. Ha ha ha. That's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
imagine watching and listening to what it is that you put on. Like somebody, like you as an individual, click on a video, right? You click on it. So what is the next step? Are you gonna watch the shit? What? Like,
Right. Yeah, like, you know what? I totally just remembered another perfect example of this fuckery that I don't like is, like I take my entertainment very seriously, as most Americans do, whether we like to admit it or not.
Yeah.
But we take our entertainment very seriously out here. So I'm one of those people that I don't like to miss a line. I really don't like to miss a line. I like to know the lore. I like to know what the fuck's going on. I
Yep.
like to be able to break it down. I like to be able to know all the facts. I like my shit, okay? I pay attention. If I missed it, rewind.
Yep.
No questions.
None.
I feel like we a dying breed out here. That people don't do that shit anymore. They're not gonna watch something a second time because like a lot of shows have replay value too. Like, it doesn't matter if you paid 110% attention the whole time. You could finish a series, watch it a second time, and find so much shit that you missed out on.
Absolutely.
So replay
See, I really
value
only
is
do
important
that with
too.
animes. I don't even do that with like regular ass shows.
And that's fine. But like my point is that like if you're not even gonna give it its full attention in the first place, how can you really form these head ass opinions? And where I was going with this is I was at work and there were some people talking about Super, like they're catching up on Super because they
Oh,
haven't
no.
seen it, and they started watching like the TOP arc, and I was just kind of like, okay. So I'm at work, and these niggas in the kitchen pull up Super on their phone, and I'm like, you can't hear shit. You have no idea what's going on. And I think you must have been looking at your phone for like 3 minutes out of the 19-minute episode there. But they talking about it. And I heard so many comments that I literally had to hold myself back from saying a word because they have no idea who I am. They have no idea that I'm on this podcast, that I'm a Dragon Ball ass nigga. They have no idea how much I know about the franchise. But they're saying all these things that are like making my blood boil. And I'm just like, I just have to sit there and hold that. Because they really have no idea what they're talking about. And that's a lot of people out there.
Yeah. It's very scary. And it's super like it's like amazing in the worst way. In the worst way. And you know what's funny? Shout outs to Geekdom. But as the biggest Dragon Ball YouTuber and being like, you know, one of his friends, like we talk outside of all this shit, dude, he be venting to me. And it's so fucking funny. And I'll literally, like, he'll tell me, yo, look at this shit. And I'll go look.
And then you linked it. Yo, when you linked that to me the other day, when you linked me that question, and I saw him read the question, and he was just like,
yo,
like I felt that, bro. I was just like, oh no.
Yo, okay, Brandon, I'm gonna repeat the question so that you're in the green here, okay? So you know what I'm referring to. So I was watching his live stream. I missed it live, but I was watching it back on his YouTube channel, and he was literally going over like all these like everything that's known, like spoilers and all this crap. And someone literally paid him money. Okay, this is a super chat. The way it works on YouTube stream is super chat. You pay money, and your whole comment is highlighted for a certain amount of time so that the person that's streaming can, you know, give it attention and whatnot, answer it and whatever, right? This dude paid probably like what, a whole $5? I don't even remember.
No, I think it was $9.99. It was one of those.
So it was $1 or $2. I don't know.
What? $9.99?
Oh, 10. Oh shit. See, I'm all fucked up. Because I have the question in my head at the front of my head, so I'm like,
yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead.
My bad. Dude. This dude paid $10.
How you gonna pay money to lose brain cells? Like, that's wild. That's wild.
Yo, he paid $10. He asked him, and I quote, can Dragon Ball Super Bardock defeat Dragon Ball Super Broly?
Oh wait, no, that wasn't even my favorite question. My favorite question was what do you I don't remember if it was what do you think his role would, or what do you think Mr. Satan's role will be in this movie?
Oh yeah, I showed you that. And they paid, Brandon, they paid to ask those questions. So like imagine
Bardock can beat Broly. Like
Bardock, Broly.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
yeah,
do
dude,
my
he got the thriving Ozaru.
I wonder how confident he was in typing that shit.
Yo, you know that
confident enough to spend money on it? What the fuck you talking about?
The motherfucker was probably like, this is probably a very great question to ask.
Yo.
And he fucking paid money for it. I'm just like, bro.
Did
he answer that question?
Oh,
he has to.
Dude, he answered it in the fucking best. That's what I'm saying. I have to shout him out because he, he to a degree, you have to really say some fuck shit for him because he will pop off on you. I've seen it, and that's even hilarious. That's even hilarious.
I want to see it.
In that same video earlier, he literally went off on somebody for saying that he was rude because they were trying to tell him that Disney owned Dragon Ball.
Don't tell me they paid money to tell him that.
Yes, it was a super chat. All the shit that he brings up because, dude, he had like 5,000 people watching him. So he can't just bring up shit from the regular chat like he tries to, right? But he's obviously going to give all the attention to the super chats because they're there for a, limited time. You know, it's only natural. He was only doing what he could as one fucking human being. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he handles it so well. He's constantly reminding you, like, guys, I appreciate all the comments, but I can't read them all. You know, there's 5,000 people in here. You know, if you want me to answer something, you know, I encourage you to super chat. That's fair. That's totally fine to do. And these people, even the head ass, pay money just to get fucking waxed verbally. Like, yo, I could never imagine paying money that I have to work my ass off to earn.
Nah, dude, mom's credit card OP.
Yo, but see, that's... Either way, it doesn't matter. You're fucking wasting currency.
That's not how they see it, though. They see it as they have an opportunity to be live and interact with somebody who they watch and they enjoy their content, and they get to ask a stupid fucking question. But as long as they get to feel included and like they had a special moment with this dude, that's cool. That's all that matters. And that's awesome, because as far as being a content creator, that's the shit that you want to feel. That's the shit that you've definitely strived for. So that's cool. That's great for Geekdom that he already has that and everything. But we're just focusing on like the questions themselves and how fuckboy they are.
True.
Because wow, like some of those, like, you know, not all of them, of course, but you know, some of those questions are just like, are you kidding me?
Like, listen, I hope we can get close to his level. And let me tell
Like,
you,
I wouldn't be able to.
I'll answer all those super chats.
Nah, I'm glad because I wouldn't. If I really was about to pop off on somebody, I'd just give them their money back. I'd just Venmo them and be like, nah, take it back. I'm not answering this shit.
oh
Like, just-
shit.
Like if I know someone asked me some shit, like some dumb shit that I'm not trying to clarify, I'd be like, nah, take it. Here.
Nah,
Cat.
man. I like
Save it for Brandon because I can't.
no, see, because that's the thing, right? That's good content. You know, people watch us because they like hearing us fucking bullshit about this stuff. And
That's another thing, you know, you're always gonna get those head ass people that ask head ass shit, not because they're dumb, but because they
on
want the
purpose.
reaction for it. Yeah,
Right.
doing it on purpose. So, you know, that's the other half of it too.
But see, even that is okay when you can tell. No. For example, the Thriving Ozaru, that was intentional.
That, I mean, okay, but that wasn't.
They were not serious. They were not serious. That shit was a comment designed to
That
make
was
us
the
laugh.
funniest comment I've ever heard.
And it worked. And it fucking worked. That shit will never. That shit is like the type of shit you put on a fucking plaque on your wall.
Dude, I'm never forgetting Thriving Ozaru ever. That shit was too
Dude,
funny.
that was fucking great. And that's what I mean. You know, like for example, let's say we ever get to the point where we're doing this shit live, like not just on YouTube, but like at a convention or some shit, and we actually have people pull up and they're just watching us talk, or they're literally just asking us questions.
We
right?
need one of the three of us. I choose Brandon. I volunteer Brandon as tribute to be the nigga that deals with head ass comments because it's not gonna be me.
Yo.
It's
Okay.
not gonna be me. Cause you know what? You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna have to start at KaiCast if they want to hear me vent on some shit because I'm not trying to answer some of these questions.
Nah, see, at that point, you just have to be trained for it. Like, I'm trained. I know how to handle myself. I'll literally, if it's dumb, like, if it's really stupid, I'll literally be like...
You're gonna soundboard him.
Literally.
Dig him out of here.
Like, yo,
Nah,
but...
that's literally what you get him out of here.
Right. Exactly.
That's the first thing I would say.
Yeah,
and
like-
then I would respond probably.
Oh, hit the fucking drop button. Be like... That would be very fun, to be honest. Like, you know, people asking us questions, and then, like, if it's a good one, they get the ding, right? And if it's a shit one, they get the fucking drop. Like, bro, what are you doing? You know, like, what are you doing? Like, I dare someone to come into this fucking podcast on some Disney owns fucking Dragon Ball bullshit. I dare somebody. Because, no, for real. Because honestly, it's just like, you have the hardcore fans. Then you have the casual fans. And then you have these people Notice how I didn't use the word fans. You just have these people that are just occupying space in the fandom that have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And you know what? I am the kind of person that if you are so honest and real, because I'm all about my real ones, okay? If you are so real with yourself and you acknowledge the fact that you are one of those people that go to Facebook pages and Instagram posts as your source of material for news, and you believe anything that comes out of comicbook.com, like, I will be totally accepting of the fact that you are willing to change for the better by listening to us here at the Full Power Podcast. Let us fucking educate you while we're entertaining you, so that way your ass can be enlightened. Because we keep it real over here, all right? And I will be damned if someone comes in with some headassery and they're not willing to learn. You know, because we can educate just fine. Like, someone can ask me a stupid question and be like, Uchi, what do you think about this? Da 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 da. Even if it was.
You can answer it respectfully, but there's some people that are just they want to ask some head ass shit and they don't want to hear anything else but what they're ready to accept.
Right.
That's too bad.
You want to know a great example? And one day he's probably gonna come on this podcast. Juice, our boy, fucking Juice. Okay. He knows this, right? So this is not me shit talking. He's like my fucking brother. I would never fucking like actually shit talk him. Okay. He knows that he looks at a lot of those things and he gets excited and he's like, yo, is this happening? I'm like, no, it's not. Like, like, I'll never forget one time he screenshotted something and he sent it to me. He's like, yo, what do you think about this? Like, I'm like, bro, it's fake. And he'd be like, what? I'm like, dude, it's fake. Like, it's not real. Like he'll
like
see
adult go tanks.
Stop. It's too soon. This movie's fucking coming soon.
Too soon.
But the thing is, right? He's open to listen. And when I correct him on this shit, he accepts it. And he's like, he has an oh and an aha moment rather than a keep questioning with more bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, he's not the type of people we're talking about here.
Exactly. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay. Like, look, we're not elitists. Don't get me wrong. We might sound like it sometimes. Brother Ooch might sound like it for sure. Okay? But we're not. We're just some real ass fans, literally, that love and hate this shit for several different reasons. And that's all there is to it. So, I know we're over time now, so let's wrap it up. Brother Ooch, as you say your goodbyes, what are you expecting? What is the best thing you are expecting out of this fucking film coming this week?
Nothing.
Did you just say nothing?
Nothing. You see, I'm ready to rate this shit probably like a 7 or 8, and that's like me kind of being. This is me like being
generous.
Nice.
That is actually generous. I'm not gonna lie. That is very generous.
Yeah,
coming
that's
from
pretty
you.
generous.
If it's anything lower than that, then that's just a flop, because like the past couple Dragon Ball movies or anime movies in general, like My Hero, them 9s and 10s. 9s and 10s.
Especially My Hero 2.
Oh, My Hero.
Oh my God! Stop.
That movie,
That was
masterpiece.
Stop,
masterpiece.
Bro. That shit was so good.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. So, I don't know what I'm gonna expect to see. I just want to see something of value.
All right.
So we'll see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not giving this expectations or nothing, because I don't know what to expect at this point.
All right. That's fair. That's probably the most fair shit you've said in a while. Not gonna lie. So, Kai, what about you, sir?
Well, all the full power people know, I have not been excited for this movie at all. Not one day, not one frame, not even a little bit. I have never been excited for this movie, not at any point. Not for this slice of life shit, not for this fat ass, not for none of this dumb shit. Okay, I have not been hyped for not a single bit of it.
He really has.
I have nothing good to say, and I've been waiting. I've been giving it time. I've been trying to get hype. I've been seeing, like cool, like callbacks and nice like animation and artwork. Broly's still in it, even if it might only be for 5 minutes of airtime. It's okay. He's still there. We still see Goku and Vegeta. That's how they got my ticket for the movie. So, I mean, cool, yay, it's Dragon Ball. Woo, I'm here for it. But this movie is looking like a dub, bro. So I'm gonna go in there with zero expectations because I'm already disappointed. So I'm like, dead ass, I'm already disappointed. Like, y'all, as soon as I saw Fat Tanks was fighting, and then I saw what looked like to be towards the end, and they're, like, they're going like this and they're split and everything, I was like, oh, okay. Now, like, Adult Go Tanks was the one thing I was holding on to, like, yes, if you just give me this, I will at least shut the fuck up and rate this a good movie. Nope.
Damn.
Nah, so I really don't give a shit. Just go ahead, play it, run it up, show me what Cell look like, show me what that shit do, get it over with. Bring him in, take him out, I don't give a fuck. I'm over it.
Damn. All right. That's fair, man.
I hope the movie can prove me wrong, because if it ends up being hype and we end up talking about it, I'm totally gonna be here for it, and I'll show the amount of hype and where I feel it was well earned. But right now, it's not a single piece of this movie.
Yeah, like, this movie is really Gohan based and all that shit, so it really just depends on how they execute with him at the end of the day. So
it doesn't even, bro, they already fucked it up with Piccolo, and that's half of the focus right there.
I know.
I'm honestly, I'm personally not even really focused on Piccolo. I just see him as a fucking support character. Gohan's the fucking main piece, obviously.
I don't even see him as a support character anymore. I see him as a babysitter now. He's straight babysitter status. He's babysitter sensei-san. You know why? Because he can't even get strong enough on his own. Now he has to wish for it. Get the fuck out of here.
It gets worse the more we talk about it.
It gets worse the more we talk about it. That's why I said, like, man, fuck it. Just run it. Just run the movie. I'm ready for it to be over.
Fucking Piccolo's the babysitter. Gohan's the schmuck. That's fucking being an accountant. Some shit. Whatever the fuck he's doing.
He says he's an accountant.
Piccolo out here doing Build-A-Bear fucking training.
We don't even know what this man does for a job.
All right.
You know what I was telling fucking Nick? Shout out Nick. I said, this nigga doesn't have to work. He can knock on Hercule's door anytime and ask for a couple mil zenny and just say, listen, I'm gonna protect this fucking world and this universe. Give me money.
It don't even, bro.
He doesn't even know how to do anything.
It don't even matter, bro, because, like, he could have asked Hercule, but Del could have asked Hercule. That's her fucking father.
Well,
they know Bulma.
Capsule
Bulma and Dr. Briefs, like, come on, they're literally they have to be the richest family in the whole Dragon Ball franchise, period. They don't need money, and if a nigga did need money, he is part Saiyan. He can pull an 18 and pull up to any world tournament and body niggas for no reason.
For a couple,
literally for a quick cash grab. Oh, he doesn't want to do that because he's an honorable person and he doesn't like fighting? Fine. Use Goten's small little ass, give him the Dragon Radar, send him out with Trunks for another mission to go get the Dragon Balls and ask for a mill. Ask for a bill. I don't care. There's so many other ways to get money. Getting a job, he's doing it because that's part of his character, because that's what he wants to do, because he's not a fighter. Cool. Great. Power to him. But you know what? The power's actually not coming to him. So that's the problem here.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Jesus.
Right.
Just give me this movie so I can.
Just give me the movie so I can stop talking about it.
And just see what this nigga brings to the table. And see if he flops later on when the fucking super shit comes back.
Right. Just play it, because I don't want to hear about it anymore. Just play the movie.
Yeah, I just need to see
I'm ready for it to be in the past.
Dude, this is like an intervention. Like, you guys are just letting it out now. Like, it's great. Like,
we have to. Dude, I'm ready for it's not even here yet and I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah, well,
I'm just trying to see where Gohan's power scale is so I could just rate him fucking
bro,
how I want to rate him.
Just don't rate him. Just leave him alone. There's a reason. There's a reason we have all of the real fighters on a completely different world right now. Okay?
And there's 3.
There's no reason to be rating these niggas on Earth. They're on Earth dealing with this old school ass villain for a reason. They are keeping the big guns out of it for a reason. I don't care what anybody says about this power scaling. I don't care what lines come in the movie. Oh, Cell Max is as strong as Ultra Ego. Shut the fuck up. I don't care how many years it's been. None of that.
It was big zero sense of Gohan just magically rose to the occasion and was almost on par with Goku and Vegeta. I don't believe it. Goku can literally go Kaioken and fucking fingered.
Hold up, Brandon. Hold up. Because you know what? Akira Toriyama said it. Don't you ever forget it that Akira Toriyama said it. Gohan's stronger than anyone.
Oh, now he's being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah?
Now he's being spoken. Nah, see, okay, all right, enough. All right. Y'all got it out. I'm glad y'all got it out. I hope you feel a little bit better. I understand. Y'all want this movie to be over with. And quite frankly, so the fuck do I, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I need to see it, just like everyone else needs to see it, because I have hope. Okay, of course I'm the one.
All right, Trunks, go ahead, get it, hope, son.
Oh yeah, blue hair and everything. Okay, I got you. All right, listen, I fucking have hope.
What if?
Oh
the
no,
best
you can't
part
do
of the
this.
What if the best part of the movie, right, is the black screen at the end?
All right. If I can mute your fucking mic, I would. Okay. When we're in the same room, I'm muting your fucking mic when you say some bullshit. Mark this episode 58. I said when we're in the same room again doing these episodes and you say some fuck shit, your shit's about to be muted, son. That is no. You're not about to say that. With all this other shit, look. Here's
you understand, if that's the case, this movie will be rated below.
There's no way at all that the fucking black screen, which means nothing is happening, is the best part of the film.
Dude, we might find a preview that's more fire for a different movie.
That's impossible. What other fucking previews are they gonna show during an anime? No. What other previews are they gonna show during an anime movie? There's no anime films. They only show anime films for the previews in anime films. There's like nothing else on the horizon that I'm aware of right now. Nothing.
I mean, hey, well then the black screen theory is not really out of pocket, is it?
That's Disney.
Yo. Okay.
We got him.
Let me fucking say what I'm gonna say. All right.
Yeah, end it, Gaga.
I am holding out hope because just for the shit that y'all was talking about, okay? Because here's the thing. Gohan is literally on that come up. He is on that. He's about to be on that realization. They literally have a trailer that shows him in the worst possible way. And I said this on Twitter. I'm like, I hope my brother does not see this trailer. I hope he doesn't see this trailer, because if he sees this trailer, he's gonna fucking shit himself and he's not gonna actually want to see this movie at all. Okay, but that scene is important. Why? Because that is gonna be one of the plot points that's going to elevate and help this dude get to the state that we're all waiting for him to see. You guys want him to get to that point where he realizes, hey, I don't have to do most of this shit. I can just rely on my rich ass wife, half of the family, and the fact that I got friends with the briefs. Okay? Imagine once everything is said and done, the dust is clear, Cell Max becomes Duracell and the batteries are depleted. He's nothing anymore, okay? Cell is wiped, waxed, maxed, whatever, however we want to put it, okay? And then he is called the superhero from his own daughter. And then he has that realization, you know what? Like the whole theme of this movie, because of that scene that I brought up before, Piccolo was going to pick up Pan from kindergarten because Gohan could not do it. Gohan was busy with the fucking studies and shit, okay? The whole theme right there is that Gohan is going to learn the hard way, obviously, that he can't just rely on others anymore when he himself can and has to be, in a lot of situations, the one to get it done.
Why are we talking about this? This is something he should have fucking realized when Super Boo came around.
Yes, but listen, but hold on. But when Super Boo came around, remember, he was getting primed for that. Okay? He was in a whole completely different planet away from everybody. And at that time, it was Gotenks and Piccolo trying to handle it. And he was getting primed.
Hold up. So you're going to tell me, yeah, I'm going to let you have that. I'm not even going to try to debate it. Fine, you got it. So what the fuck did he learn when he saw TOP happen?
And that's what I'm saying.
Nothing again?
No, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like, after that, it was like almost like, in a way, for him, another time of peace. It wasn't like a whole 7 years, but it was at a point where, you know, that threat was handled. Boo, right? Boo was done. And then, like, he was establishing, he got married to Videl. And, you know, like, what is he going to be fighting? There was no one to fight. There was nothing to do. There was nothing to handle. I mean, even if you want to count the Heyo Son Goku special, he wasn't even involved with that.
Yeah, that's fine. So
yeah,
next, like flash forward. So what? It's like TOP happened and he still didn't get a fucking clue. Like all that brain, he couldn't put 2 and 2 together.
Well, that's I'm getting to that, right? Like all that happens, and the point is that he's you know, he's trying to be like a family man, low key, right? But at the same time, he sees visually that now that his dad has stuck around, he's not dead, right? And Vegeta's right here too
anymore.
And they're so strong. They're on a godly level now. Anyone else is gonna get comfortable and be like, well, shit. Like, they're so strong, we ain't gotta worry about it. I'm sure that's something along those lines is how he must have thought at one point, one way or another. And this is gonna be the movie where he changes that mindset. And it's gonna take literally a blast from the past to get him to that point. So, that's why I'm hopeful. That's why I'm fucking hopeful.
Speaking of blast from the past, I wanted to slide in. I feel like they're gonna cameo like Pan breaking out the same way Gohan did when he broke out of the Saiyan pod in the Raditz fight.
They already did
shit
that.
like that.
They did that. They showed that. In one of my thumbnails, I made that comparison because no one was talking about it. I'm the one. Everyone else was oh, look at the Gohan shots. It's side by side. It's crazy. It's 1-to-1.
There was the shot of her getting like lifted by one of those like army dudes or whatever.
Yes.
I was looking. I was like, yo, that looks like Piccolo in there.
And it is. And and in that same thumbnail that I'm referring to, I have both of those side by sides. You can you can literally see it. Huh?
In the same video?
It's like I made that the Pan video that I made literally is me talking about how Pan is going to literally be just like her dad. Like she's gonna have callback moments where
that's the other thing. That's how you know they're half-assing this movie, because they don't want to write new shit. They're milking every form of nostalgia. They're milking every frame, everything we've already seen. They're literally putting everything we've seen in Z and putting it in another fucking movie and putting less effort into it and being like, oh, well, new animation, so it must be fire. Here you go.
Nah. See, okay, that if you want to think it that way, you can have that. All right, that's one way. If you want to be on that side of the fence and think towards that shit, fine. You have that. Right?
It's too many. It's way too many. It's not like callbacks and cameos are great, but like there's a fine line to it, and really all they're doing, like they're not cameoing nothing. They're just writing the shit they've already wrote again once again.
Listen, man, I like some of these callback moments. It's nice.
Yeah, so for sure.
I do, but like I said, like at this point, we have officially exhausted everything. Like you guys had your moment, and I'm happy y'all did. You guys got out your systems. Okay, I defended it. I got out my system, and now literally at this point you could consider this a special episode because obviously we went way over time. Right?
Wait.
And now we just have to wait and see, and I'm sure we'll know everything that's happened by the next episode. And for that reason, I will, I guess, tell y'all, Geekdom will be back.
Oh, he's coming back next week?
Episode
All
59.
right.
We're having the man himself, the big bad booty daddy of the Dragon Ball
my
community,
God.
back again, once again, on the Full Power Podcast to literally talk about all this shit. Because, like I said, we're gonna be I'm sure tomorrow, like at the time of this recording, tomorrow, we're gonna know some things. I'm sure. There's gonna be early viewings already in Japan at this point tomorrow. So, buckle up, get ready. I'm fully prepared for these spoilers. I'm fully prepared to talk about them.
I'm fully prepared for it to be over.
Me too. Me fucking too.
Yeah.
Everybody at home, hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit us up at fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. Also check us out on Twitter because we got a Twitter as well. And make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect you. Keep it locked, loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. We'll see y'all next time.